of today's discussion. My guest is former Petauke Member of Parliament, Honorable Emmanuel Jay Banda, as we look at events unfolding. Honorable Jay Banda, good afternoon. Welcome to the program.
Yeah, afternoon to you. How are you? And how are you to the viewers, and also to everyone who is following on Millennium Facebook page? And
thank you.
Thank you.
Amara, thank you, Honorable Jay Banda. How are you doing?
No, today I'm doing very fine. I can see now that things have started like a person who is passing through the situation, a difficult situation. I can see to say there's light at the end of the tunnel, and I'm happy.
All right. Honorable Jay Banda, it's good to have you this afternoon. Thank you so much for making time for us. Let us quickly kick off our conversation by touching on yesterday's ruling by the Kawe High Court, where it stopped the PF convention bid, and obviously what you make of those that's a ruling by the courts stopping the PF from holding its convention, and also the decision follows this decision by the High Court follows an earlier injunction issued in November last year, which restrains the Luinda PF faction from presenting itself a party leadership and announcing a roadmap towards a convention until further notice. And of course, the court further ordered that the faction to vacate the PF secretariat pending further determination on the matter. And additionally, the court directed that during the period under review, the faction leaders must not use PF letterheads, issue receipts in the name of the party, or wear party regalia. Let me have your reaction, Honorable, to this ruling.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. To me, I can just say leaders, we have got, we don't learn from history, and also we don't get, if, for example, in our party, our leader died. And when we lost our leader had left the roadmap, how is going to navigate this injustice. Why he came back into active politics, he had explained to the leadership, and he explained even to the people in our country, to say, I'm coming back into active politics because of, one, the leadership in the party, which he left. Two, because of the injustice country. Three, the rule of law. Those are the major three things which our former Republican said to say, I'm coming back to restore this. Because one, there was no justice. Two, I'm sure you saw how the party in 2023 on Independence Day, which is the day as a country we were celebrating from colonial rulers into us, the indigenous. So we're supposed to celebrate for us being freed from the colonial master. But now the impunity took place. The things which the injustice, lack of law, took place in 2023 on this day. So for him, as a person that uphold rule of law, he said, no, I can't stand this. I'm going to come into active politics. And also lack of family leadership in the party. When he went into retirement, the people who was left with the party, they didn't know how to take care of the party. And from there, when he came back, he had very clearly to say, this party, the way it has gone, in the hand of government, it's difficult. So since it's like I want now to form an alliance, which I can bring opposition leaders together, then those leaders, when they come together, form an alliance, then I can invite my structures from the party I was, so that we can work together and form government and restore the rule of law, restore justice system, restore quality leadership, restore our Christianity values. I'm sure you have seen even the Christianity values, they have been affected in our country. Because of that, Israel came back and he laid down the procedure, how to move with. So this judgment in Kawe, my sister, it's not a surprise. It's like Israel now is a prophet, because to all those who were close to him, he had explained how we should move, how we can get power. He had explained. And you know very well, even Father, for Patriotic Front, may his soul rest in peace, President Bachilufia Sata, said to say, you can't win political battles in court with the ruling government. You can only win in the ballot and on the ground. So this is not something which new to some of us who were very close to Israel. He had each and everyone who was close to him. But now when we lost him, right, explaining, engaging to say, these court things, can we defend? Let's just leave a lawyer who can be handling this matter, so that immediately when we get power back, that's when we will get back our party. Let's move on. Let's have a convention. Let's go ahead. Let's choose a leader. If you don't want to choose a leader, let's go with a plan B. Israel left plan B. You remember very well he announced to say there is plan B. And that plan B is active. The only disadvantaged part with the plan B, my sister, it will look like there is no democracy in the party. So now the leaders in the party, they start to say, no, let's hold on into plan B. Let's use democracy to choose who is going to be our front runner. And it thanks a lot opposition political parties for understanding and for believing in ECL, to understand that there can be only one leader who is going to become one political party, which is PF, which was even stated in the constitution of the alliance to say PF will be the anchor party, which is going to be a front bearer. And the onset, the day they were unveiling the alliance, they even announced leader of the alliance and the presidential candidate for 2026. So this issue, it's not new to some of us, but it's only that the betrayal in the party now came in, whereby whatever roadmap our president left, some other people now wanted to change that roadmap by when they vote to the former Republican president, Dr. Isiel, to say they will be kingmakers. But now, instead, they joined us, which, to me, yes, it is democracy, but it was a betrayal somehow, because we announced to say we need presidential candidate. They were not on the list. So for those who were not on the list, to me, I can say betrayal to ECL after his death, for them to join that list. In fact, all of them who joined after the death of ECL, they were supposed to be the people to unite now those presidential candidates.
Right. Honorable Banda, obviously we've seen the confusion that that has marred the Patriotic Front, also the Tonse Alliance, and the concern for a very long time by the supporters of the PF has been that, you know, the top leadership of the Patriotic Front seems to be in disarray, and another concern is that there is no opposition that can unseat the current government in Zambia, and others also feeling that the Patriotic Front has got selfish leaders that want to hold on to the party and not wanting to move forward. But in all of this, Honorable Jay Banda, I think for some time now, you are one of the people that have spoken about reconciliation within the party. Now, we're talking about Honorable Brian Munduwile heading Tonse, a faction of Tonse Alliance, and now the new Congress party also endorses Makebi Zulu as their leader. What does this say about your party? What does this say about the Patriotic Front?
Thanks, my sister. So this is what I've said to say. When betrayal, in Bemba they say uka utemwe, if he comes on the center stage, this is what you expect, because if the people who agreed to be kingmakers, if they had maintained to be kingmakers, we are not going to experience this, what we are saying. And if they didn't reopen the advent for those who wants to aspire the presidents in the Patriotic Front, we are not going to be where we are today. The party would have been united. But now, what divided the party? There are some people who joined the less when it was about to come to an end. So when someone has been on the ground for 3 years, and then just someone within 8 months comes and joins, do you think he can manage to? Do you think he can manage to gain support? The answer is no. So because of that now, they will be postponing it to buy time so that maybe they can try maybe to be where the friends are. It's like you're doing a race, like in the athletic. And now it's a 400-meter race. But you find that your friends have already covered 180. They're just remaining with 20. Then you are saying that you want to join. It's impossible to win them. It's impossible, my sister. But now there are those politicians. That's why we are saying that it's selfishness. You know to say in a 200 race, I won't manage to catch up with the people who have already covered the distance of 180. They are just remaining with 20 meters. So this is what where we are. And again, the other thing, they don't learn, because ECL left Plan B and also left the roadmap. And this roadmap, if you remember very well, you are the people who used to cover ECL. That day when ECL announced to say he will be in Kanyama for a church service. But then they went to hunt for ECL in Kanyama, but ECL went to Dr. Danach. So looking for him in Kanyama, but wow, and ECL there, he said, in life you need to be clever like a snake. If you remember, you're people who covered that story. So he said that you should be clever like a snake. I'm sure that statement you saw, ECL now, his moves. The second that he was in Eastern Province, whereby system unaware, they just saw him is in church. The other appearance, he was in Northern Province, or in Copperbelt Province in Dora. Again, him just woke up finding him, he's in church. The third appearance, it was in Lusaka CBD, whereby the state were just surprised to see him taking a walk. The third one, it was in Kang. So now, if he was announcing them, I don't think he was managed. That was one of his roadmap. But now, these leaders who have joined less, who are soft to me, they are the ones who have caused this. Because if we had followed up everything, his roadmap, according to what he had put on the paper, we are not going to be like this. By now, we would have been sent to say, we are now, we are even ready now for election, even tomorrow, because we have got candidates now, according to ECL's roadmap. Right now, as we are talking, we would have councillors in each and every ward, and we would have going to have council chairman in each and every council, mayor, each and every town council, MPs, each and every constituency. But right now, we are talking a different story because of the selfishness of the leaders. We don't have even any councillor in Western Province as we are talking now. For any councillor in Southern Province as we are talking now. We don't have any councillor Western. But we are remaining with Parliament to be dissolved. We are remaining with 3 sources.
Right.
Now, where are we going?
Honorable Jay Banda, of
some
course.
Other leaders who are selfish, they are not bothered because as long they don't care about the injustice which is going on, then they only cares of to be leader, whether in short, we say, no, whether you like it or not, I'm supposed to be a leader. But they forget to say, the Bible says, God is the one who anoints someone to be the leader. So in this case, God already anointed the leaders. Thank you.
All right. Now, let us talk about yesterday's Congress that was held by the Tonse Alliance, and let me also bring into perspective why Honorable Mundubile has also been having issues with the Patriotic Front faction led by Honorable Luwinda. There was a meeting, a Tonse Alliance meeting that was held a few weeks back, in which Honorable Mundubile, we're told, was part of that meeting that Honorable Given Luwinda described as illegal. And during that meeting, the Patriotic Front faction led by Honorable Given Luwinda was chased from the Tonse Alliance, and a few weeks down the line, there's been stories flying around that, and reports actually, that Honorable Mundubile wants to contest as presidential candidate for the Tonse Alliance in 2026, the one that is led by Professor Dan Pule. Yesterday, we were caught by surprise that Honorable Mundubile, was elected chairman of the Tonse Alliance, led by Honorable Dan Pule, and the two of them were contesting for that position. Now, the question, Honorable Jay Banda, that arises from all of this is, the action by Honorable Mundubile is also the same action that was taken by Honorable Mayo Sampa when he held that convention at Mulungushi Conference Center. And the two events have been termed as illegal. Now, you're talking about selfishness amongst the leaders. What do you describe the move? How do you describe the move by Honorable Brian Mundubile?
Thank you, sister. My sister, what I can tell is it's good that ECL is very clever, and when he's clever, he had a trusted friend whom he shared his roadmap with, the people council Chifumu Banda. Chifumu Banda is the state council. That's why it's state council is the senior. I think in the country is one of the 20 senior lawyers in the country. Is one of them. So I think people like Chifumu Banda today and being a lawyer, you know, lawyer, they fall under laws and the committee. If you do something illegal, the Law Association of Zambia, they can summon you or even charge you. And Honorable Chifumu Banda State Council, he wouldn't even to participate in the thing to risk his license, which he has kept it for. So to tell you, also it's good that ECL had friends from Christian, from people who have kept these values for so long, like Dr. Dan Pule, who's got a church also. So, and he has been keeping Christianity values for so long. So it's good that he had such friends, and those friends he had shared the roadmap with. And this is exactly what ECL left. And it's only that, you see, he had friends in that, those elderly who he trusted. He had a State Council, he had Dr. Dan, he had Honorable Luvinda, these three people. So it was going to be illegal if Honorable Ruvinda, he had convinced it, because he on three people, we need to count the column. If Honorable Ruvinda had convinced one of them, either Honorable Dr. Dan Pule or State Council Chifumu Kingdom Banda, one of them, because we need to form a column, because even judges, my sister, you have been going to attend court cases at court. The bench, there have got three judges. The wins. So here, it's a simple matter. Just these three elders who were with the ECL, where is the majority? Already the majority, it's where two are. So Honorable, given Ruvinda is alone, so who are we going to follow? Who will follow the majority? And State Council Chifumu Banda and the Honorable Dan Pule, who are the majority of the friends to ECL, who trusted the three friends. And Honorable Ruvinda is alone. And forgiven Ruvinda has betrayed ECL from Meta to participate. But you have seen Dan Pule and State Council Banda, they follow. So they said no, we'll remove this one and ask him so that he can go and think about it. But that's why they went ahead, they announced, they went to a conference, and it was advertised, and everyone free to participate. But Luvinda never wanted to participate. Never wanted to participate. So they went ahead. So the winner carries the day. So to me, there's nothing illegal. Everything is legal. Because it was illegal. And from today, you journalists, stop calling that illegal, because Honorable Chifumu Banda has got a right for those who are calling illegal conference, because he is a lawyer, to sue that person for malicious damage, because he's listing Honorable State Council Chifumu Banda's rights from Law Association of Zambia. So I can assure to you to say it's illegal, and exactly for me as a person who was close to ECL, this is where ECL's roadmap was. He said, this government, there's no justice, there's no rule of law. So for you to remove them, you are not supposed to follow now according to the constitution to say wherever you are going, you are supposed to do what? No. You are supposed to follow law, but do things surprisingly should be coming as a present. I don't think I've ever seen a present which comes whereby someone has to announce to you, my sister, to say, on Valentine's, I'm going to bring you such a present, because immediately when you announce a present, it's not a present anymore. It's not a surprise anymore. So this was one of the ECL's roadmap. So I want to thank Chifumu Banda, Honorable Dan Pule, to uphold the legacy of ECL and to uphold the roadmap of ECL. So
Right.
I can assure you to say we are in the right direction now.
Right. Honorable, yes, you're telling us, you've been telling us that the plan B that President Lungu was speaking about and that the Patriotic Front has been speaking about is obviously what's unfolding now, and the roadmap that you speak about that was left with Council Chifumu Banda. What about Makebi Zulu in this equation? Because we know that there's people who believe that Makebi Zulu is the one that will continue from where President Lungu left off from. And now we have Honorable Ban Munduwile chairing the Tonse Alliance led by the Chifumu Bandas. Where does Makebi Zulu fall in this equation? Because now he's going to be leader of NCP. And Honorable Munduwile is now Tonse Alliance chairman, who's obviously going to be probably the presidential candidate for 2026. Where does Makebi Zulu fall into in this equation? Who's serving President ECL's purpose and who isn't? Because there are others who are feeling now that Honorable Munduwile has betrayed ECL.
Thank you, my sister. My sister, politicians, and ECL was a politician. We don't mix business and family, or we don't mix politics and family. We leave family aside, and then we have got politics aside and business aside. So if you're a politician, you are going to have a lawyer, a family lawyer, you are going to have a business lawyer, and you're going to have a political lawyer. So you should differentiate these three things. That's why I don't know why some of us who are not so much educated, we can understand things more than the people who are educated, who have got degrees, who have got masters. I don't know why it is like this. You should ask for me this question to those politicians to say, to those people who are educated, to say, why those people educated? Anyway, we can understand because God gives wisdom. Those who are not educated, they will give them wisdom more than those who are educated. Because we didn't have chance to go to school, but we had a chance to go to school. So God had to separate, to share wisdom and education. So for some of us who have got wisdom, but education much. So we understand things with wisdom so much. So ECL, in short, Chifumu Banda and Makebi, who is the senior here? The senior lawyer is State Council Chifumu Banda. And Chifumu Banda is was a lawyer for ECL who was planning things at a political organization. Then Honorable Makebi Zulu is a family lawyer. So let's not mix these two things. And then for my brother, he's my brother. I don't want to discuss about him, but me, I'll just end there. Because Honorable Makebi Zulu is my brother. And Honorable Chifumu Banda also is my uncle. So maybe also is the nephew to Honorable Chifumu Banda. So sometimes we respect elders when matters, such matters are. So for me now, I can tell you that those are the issues I've told you to say. There's a family lawyer, there's a business lawyer, there's a political lawyer. So these three things, you can't mix them. So right now, if there's an issue concerning the family, you know where to go. If there's an issue concerning business, you know where to go. If there's an issue concerning political organization, there's somewhere where you need to go. You don't mix everything. You don't put everything in one pot. You can't mix, because no any politician can be successful if he mix business, family, and politics. You can't. So Israel was a smart lawyer. If you remember, I'll ask you. The time we went with, you are a journalist and you have been covering all the stories. I'm sure you saw Israel when he's traveling with a family, he used to go with a lawyer. But now when he's got a political journey, for example, the last visit in Eastern Province, where we went to Chipata and we district, he never went with a lawyer. In politics, you don't move with a lawyer, because the lawyer is not supposed to be witnessing whatever, if you're in opposition, whatever you are going through. No, you don't. In Kawe, he never went with a lawyer. In Lusaka, there, that walk, he wasn't with a lawyer. So, there's the State Council Chifum Banda. So I say thank you a lot to State Council Chifum Banda for upholding Israel's legacy and the roadmap. Why I say so? If Chifumu Banda never upheld the of Israel, he was going to come out, going to be the number one, because Israel left two political parties as special purpose vehicle, NCP and FD. You remember in Wapula, he used FD first. Then in UK, he used the NCP. So these were the two special purpose vehicles. But these two special purpose vehicles, the special purpose vehicle withdrew from Israel's roadmap, which is Tonse. When Honorable Rubinda was still sister, NCP withdrew. But the Honorable Chifum Banda, because he believed, according to his profession as a lawyer, he had to betray Israel. He remained, even things were hot. When other parties were withdrawing from Tonse, Honorable Chifum Banda stood with Tonse, stood with Honorable Given Rubinda. Even in Chawama, they were together. But now, what went wrong? Because the three of them were the elders which Israel left to surround everyone who was that you have seen. Honorable Chifum Banda, he's not aspiring for any top job. Honorable Dan Pule, also, yes, it was his democratic right, but you have seen people chose. The people chose. And it's good that God has shown Honorable Dan Pule to say, we need to stick to be kingmakers when we agree to be kingmakers. So right now, that's where Plan B is, although Plan B is not yet unveiled, but the roadmap of Plan B in Tonse Alliance, where Honorable Dan Pule and Honorable State Chifumu Kingdom Banda are. And I can say congratulations once more to Honorable Banda to carry the day, because others, they never wanted to listen to Honorable Chifumu Banda, who is the lawyer for that, who is the lawyer also under that organization, who is the state lawyer, a senior lawyer for that matter.
Honorable Emmanuel Banda, sorry to cut you short. I know you probably have a lot of things to say, but two questions before we start. We pick a few calls. In your submissions on Ambassador Emmanuel's program last evening, you insinuated, or rather you were saying that Honorable Luwinda has been paid, probably to cause a confusion in the patriotic front. And you also, I think earlier on, you said some people have been paid. And the question is, when you say that people have been paid, who has paid them and who has bought them? And my other question to you is, if we're having top leaders, especially those aspiring for the getting onto different political parties for them to be leaders, doesn't this also imply that the Patriotic Front is dead? Did you get my questions, Honorable?
Yes, yes. So, my sister, thank you so much. For me, in the morning I was live, and since now we have got a leader, so for me now I'll be preaching peace. So those now will be bygones, and in the morning I apologized to Honorable Rubinda, and I've invited Honorable Rubinda now to stick to what they agreed with ECL, to go back to Honorable Dan Pule, which he has opened the doors, and Honorable State Council Chifumu Kingdom Banda, and the President, the Chairman of Tonse, who is now Honorable Brani Mundubire. So for me, I won't discuss about now what I was discussing about Honorable Rubinda. We can only now ask him to come back so that he can help now the reconciliation and healing in the party. Because as you have stated to say, Honorable Makebe has left. So it's a job of Honorable Chifumu Banda, Honorable Dan Pule, to bring Makebe, to bring all those aspiring candidates together, to go back now to the original Tonse and to start moving with the Plan B. Because Plan B now, it has just started. It's in motion now. So before we unveil the Plan B, let all these members now tag along. Tag along, my sister, because to tell you the truth, I wonder, that's why I was telling you to say, for us who are not so much educated, we have got wisdom and to understand things. And look, my sister, there's an injunction for PF, for letterhead, there's an injunction for this meeting, for Central, to hold any meeting, to use the secretariat. But now I was surprised. Mukandila, who is a lawyer, and I don't know. That's why sometimes from Mukandila, I'm still questioning him. If indeed he's a lawyer, and indeed he went through Ziare, because you understand what a bench warrant is when you go against the court order. There's a bench warrant. So which law are they going to use? Because I heard Ambassador Mwamba yesterday and the Council Kandira at 5 FM to 6 FM or 5 FM today. When he featured, we are going to discipline whoever is associated, who discipline them to attract expulsion. Now, which law are they going to use? Because the letterhead never used. So which law are they going to use to suspend them from PF? Because right where it is, my sister, in PF, no one can suspend anyone. They can't hold anything because, one, to use a letterhead to someone, it attracts the penalty of bench warrant, which means you are going in prison for some months or some years. To write a letter to challenge Mukandira if it is indeed, and if it is honest indeed, and the Honorable Given Rubinda, let them write any letter to discipline any member. You will see tomorrow they will be in Chimbokaida. Tomorrow they will be in Chimbokaida. I can trust you that. And without any convention, tomorrow they will be in Chimbokaida. Because that is the concept of court. And concept of court, we know. They will issue a bench warrant, he will be arrested, and it's direct, not going into cells. They will prison. So I don't invite some Kandira on this platform or a phone call so that maybe you can call him. He explained to the people what magic he can use, or the law from Matero, if he is able to use that law from Matero to from Matero, maybe to light a letter, to suspend anyone to express, or just to give a secure any member. Because right now, if you can some candidate use any, he will go in. That's concept. And he's a lawyer. He claimed to be a lawyer. And the Honorable Rubinda, he claimed also to be a lawyer. But that's why I'm saying I won't discuss so much about Honorable Rubinda because they've apologized and I'm asking him now to heal and join the original Tonse where the plan B now is in motion.
All right, allow me to open our phone line, Honorable Banda. For those that are tuned in, on your screen is 0770-813-728. That is the number that you'll be getting in touch with us on to be part of the program. All right. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Good afternoon, you're through to the program.
Good afternoon, Honorable Jay Banda.
Afternoon to you. How are you?
You have actually spoken very well, Honorable. You know what the problem with these leaders of ours?
Please tell us your names. Sorry, tell us your names.
Yes, I'm Mr. Chipiri.
Yes, Mr. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling you from Kasama right now.
Yes, Mr. Chipiri.
Yes, what I'm trying to say is what Honorable Jay Banda is saying is very right. Because you cannot say just because Makebi Zulu was very close to Israel, it's automatically he should become the party president. That's not how things are supposed to be done. Makebi Zulu from inception, he never had an intention to take over PF. And he cannot have that chance today just because Israel has died. In fact, he was supposed to remain a loyal family to the Israel family. That's how things are supposed to be done. We should even stop talking about him because in my view, sometimes I wonder whether he had people who were supposed to advise him properly. Now, coming to the issue of Balubinda and the new lawyers who can think on those lines, because you cannot say Brian Munduvire has not what he has done. He has departed, and then in the other hand, you have brought a new political party, which within 2 minutes it has actually endorsed a different president. It's not fair. And then I just want to give you another news which has just come. There is another news. You remember very well Elvis Nkandu is in Kasama campaigning for UPND. Now there is this video which was going around, which came from Kaputa. People, there's two gentlemen who were showing the state of the road in Kaputa. And then what has now Elvis Nkandu has done, has actually instructed the ZNS to actually apprehend those people. So as I'm speaking right now, those two gentlemen who were showing the state affairs of the road has been apprehended by ZNS in one of the ZNS checkpoints in Nicaragua. As I'm speaking, they are being transported to Kaputa. Where is democracy? Honestly, is Elvis Nkandu is untouchable, cannot be criticized. Millennium, you should also travel in this country. You see what is the state of the road, especially Kaputa and Polokoso. Please. Let your ZNS, I'm appealing to the ZNS commander. Let the ZNS commander tell these people are actually mounting this roadblock to stop involving themselves in the works of the police. That's not their law. Apprehending a political figure, ZNS, this is not fair. And the Elvis Nkandu should be ashamed. Let those people be at ease. ZNS have no law to play in such issues. They are there in Kaputa to protect us because that Congo, that neighboring country, is not stable.
Right.
That's why they have been saying
Mr. Chipili, thank you so much for that information. We'll surely get back to you to get more details. Thank you so much for that update. All right, the number is 0770-813-728. That is the number you are using to be part of the conversation or discussion this afternoon on the National Pulse program. Do also remember to catch us live on our Facebook page. It is Millennium TV Zambia. The number is on your screen. Do call us, be part of the conversation. Tell us where you are watching from and what you make of our discussion with Honorable Emmanuel Jay Banda today on the program. The number is 0770-813-728. That is the number to use if you want to be a part of this afternoon's discussion on the National Pulse. You can also leave us a comment in our comment section and just be part of the conversation. Honorable Emmanuel Jay Banda, I'll let you respond to Mr. Chipili there, and as also we wait to pick a few other calls.
Yeah, thank you, my sister. To Mr. Chipuli, I'm sure what I can say is just few words to say. In life, let's learn to stick to the agreement. Not when someone is no more, then you just change things, what you planned with your friend. And also, to add on what he has said, I challenge Honorable Rubinda and SGs, if they can discipline anyone, which means if they can manage to discipline anyone using PF, because right now they should be careful now. This is to Honorable Rubinda and whoever who wants to now not to tag along to say any use of now PF, they will be arrested. Because they are the ones who have caused us to be where we are, and now there's a court there's a ruling which it attracts now the bench warrant.
All right, allow us to pick another call, Honorable. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my sister. How are you?
I'm all right, thank you, Mr. Mkosa. You can go ahead with your contribution or question.
Jay Banda, good afternoon. Is he getting me?
Yes, he can get you.
Yeah, you see, I just want to be clear here that what Munduvere has done, he has just confirmed to the Zambians and the world over that he is not a leader. A leader does not run away from problems. If really Munduvere was a leader, him being a favorite leader in PF from the time he showed his ambition to stand as PF president, he was supposed to make sure that he unites PF, he bring everybody together as a leader. Now, him running away, going to Tonse, so which means even in Tonse when there will be problems, he will run away. Aba ndiye makuru bajawuti panyumba bikavuta vintu akwakala njala hata bayindo jera kulesa ndi bana abasiyana njala. Okay? So for me, there is no good thing that Munduvere has done. The people that are in PF that has remained, those that you are able to be arrogant, to be whatever, they are the people that are standing for PF. PF is a part of people that believed in Sata and the people that believed in Edgar Lungu. But they don't have to be entirely depend on no Tikonga Baba Edgar Lungu, no Tikonga Baba Sata. When you are a leader, you aspire to become a president, you need to have some programs that you want to line up to the nation. Not we shall just depend Pari Marungu. This issue of you, Jay Banda, always, because I see you whenever you talk, you're saying Edgar Lungu is gone. We have our own problems that we need to sort out as people. You cannot use the zero za Edgar Lungu. No one is Edgar Lungu. We want leaders that will be speaking their mind, how they will better this country, not always riding on Edgar Lungu. No.
All right. Thank you so much, Comrade Mkosa.
Yes, I'm concluding. Munduvere is a disappointment to the leadership in opposition. Only those who don't know what is leadership are supporting him. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. 0770813728 is the number that you are dialing this afternoon. You're through to the program.
Hello, nye wamunkonge mulishani mkwari.
Tifebwino wamunkonge mletu mina kuisa.
Kuloni South Africa.
Yes, please.
Therefore, first in just kuli wakola wachitumanga chingani wana mbatu wachaganda pali wa honorable Makeb Zulu na mwakonka sana ama elections abengi barangata ama elections na abasitaliki bamwana kwati kuiba amapepala leaking ya ama elections na mwakushana nguniwa VJ kuchita start environment ofoi showeza ilenda shani na mwarolesha sana Makeb Zulu alisana very much important kufunya kwa ma history
bantu Cape Zulu okwayishira vyatala imina as a president. The fin fair shaking okwambira mu party na outside the party. So the muntu understand that let you kwebati. Cape Zulu tali important. Bofire barayisura sana menzo. But sankara kuchitashani kwikatana tukwata makams because ngawaloresha sana Cape Zulu baramuchita sana oppose ba opposition. That's why for when generation at Marukura they kumwini kafenishira bachita start my elections okoya leya so bamono ko bachifya bachita affect uruisha bafyo naola. So Cape Zulu te wakuchita underrate Cape Zulu is very much important. Why are important? Cape Zulu supporting yao kwete teamu party even the nani partisans Zambians nabakwatako okumuchita support. So PF and the other members are very careful because our party members get to win my election. That's why if you're trying to get in the last elections, because FIFA win. One is background defense field. So Palino support to Kiri. Ama voice ya na Zambia kumfa sana. Not that you party abali kwa degrees, abali bichitashani hao abantu tabakonga konkeni. Abantu fe balefu apalili nchitanga mu kusafya abantu fe tabalefu atamu bapere ni wrong direction. That's the important. What is more important? One to Yamunawala PF Vakengire. More elections, Yamu market, Wakare Valley, town by town. Wakasango Munto Valerumbraza background. Market Zoro, Tafka Consent Dokulikonse, but Consare Quatavale, which is very much important.
Amunkonge, thank you so much. It's good to know that South Africa is also tuned in to the Nation of Pulse. The number is 0770813728. That is the number to get in touch with us on the program. We are featuring Honorable Emmanuel Jay Banda, former Petauke Member of Parliament. As we look at events unfolding, you can come through on the number that is on your screen, 0770813728, and make your contributions. Yesterday, Honorable Brian Mundubile was elected chairperson of the Tonse Alliance led by Chifumu Banda. And of course, reactions coming in from the Given Luwinda-led faction of the Patriotic Front, as this hasn't sat with, obviously, well with opposition leaders in the Patriotic Front who feel that President ECL has been betrayed by the move, or rather the decision that Honorable Mundubile has taken, and others also calling this move by Honorable Brian Mundubile as illegal, as this is not what is enshrined in the party's constitution. We feature Honorable Emmanuel Jay Banda this afternoon to discuss these issues, and of course the court yesterday dismissing Patriotic Front Secretary General or Morgan Ingona over a petition in the Constitutional Court to declare the Matero seat vacant. The Constitutional Court did dismiss that petition, and of course the Patriotic Front faction led by Honorable Given Luwinda has been ordered by the courts not to use the party regalia and of course the Patriotic Front letterheads. And this is our discussion this afternoon with Honorable Emmanuel Jay Banda. The number is on your screen, 0770813728. That is the number that you're coming through on. Honorable, I'll let you respond to our callers. Mr. Mukunkonge, who says that Honorable Makebi Zulu is very important at this particular juncture, and Mr. Mkosa, who also feels that Honorable Brian Mundubile's decision is that of someone who's not a leader.
Thank you. So my sister, I'll start with the first caller, who is Mr. Mkosa. Mkosa, I'm sure everyone, he knows him, and you know him where he belongs, because he's a regular caller. And there's this political party who have got regular callers their own salary. So we know very well to say Honorable Mr. Mkosa is a UPND member, a card carrier, and who is on salary on a radio caller and any TV call-in program. They are being paid to do that. So for me, My mother comes from Northern Province. She's Mambwe, but based in Kasama, so I understand Bemba sometimes. That's why we say, ababemba batirati, ulila tabamchemo kukanwa, olila omkatalini pakamwa, kwasi ku Eastern Province. Then to my mother's side in Northern Province, they said, ulila tabamchemo kukanwa. So, like Wamkosa, I can't control his mouth now because he knows to say plan B. ECAO said that it's dangerous. Everyone will be running into different direction. Now that's why I've told you it's a sign, my sister, to say plan B now is in motion. Look the way, just one move by Brian Mundubire, Banda, and Dan Pule under plan B, they will be in different direction. They never even called names before. But because now, in the past, the roadmap of the UPND, now they are running in any direction because they were outsmarted yesterday. Because my sister, I can tell you to say, the UPND, they were outsmarted yesterday, expecting to block this. Because information to say they wanted to sponsor some people block the Alliance Tonse Alliance conference to take it to court, also like PF. But the plan B is in motion. So that's why a lot of people will cry, will call Brian's name, especially by UPND. They should start packing now. These 3 months, start packing, put things in order. As we are coming to take over, we should take over with the clean sheet. We don't want you now, you can start amending the bridges like what other prophets who have prophesied to say, let the UPND to start mending bridges. So I can ask them together with the UPND government to start mending bridges because we are coming to take over. When plan B is in motion, we don't joke. We have just shown them the sign, how the conference has taken place. It's only that Honorable Banda never wanted to tag along, but now he will tag along. Then to the second caller, I can just say, right now, I've told him to say, I've come, my sister, you asked me about Honorable Banda. I said, I won't talk much because now we want to unite everyone. Why we want to unite everyone? We understand everyone. Any person with a voter's card is a factor. Mundubire and the plan B in motion understand that any person with a voter's card is a factor. So we know each and every person there is a factor. Honorable is a factor. Monday is a factor. Is a factor. Is a factor. So we need them. We'll talk to them. In fact, I heard the Tonse Alliance chairman, the president, was on the Hot FM today, this morning. He extended the hand to say, my brothers, come together now. Let's push this plan B so that we rescue our friends, we restore the rule of law, we restore the justice system, and also we bring back, not forgetting, for the first time, even God right now, even the same Satan right now is ashamed to see that we have kept the border for 8 months now. Next week it will be 8 months without any value, which is an abomination. So we need to take over so that we can clean this abomination. So Wamkosa, with your UPND wrong, the plan B now is in motion. Even now, I'm sure you have seen me talking on the TV platform, but now we have started. This is the plan B. Thank you.
Honorable Emmanuel Jay Banda, thank you so much for also joining us. This is where we also come to the end of our discussion on the National Pulse program. Thank you for making time for us and being part of today's edition of the National Pulse. It's really been a pleasure having you and, of course, having this discussion with you.
Thank you so much, but you did ask me to conclude, so you'll be very unfair because I'm sure other people they thought that I'm still coming back.
You can give us your concluding remarks, Honorable.
Thanks a lot. So for me, what I can assure the people in our country to say, the people in our country, you remember very well when the former president said that I've got plan B, and this is plan B. Let's come together. Let's come together so that we can rescue our country. We can restore the rule of law. We can restore the justice system. And even people who have been treated badly and Christianity way of treating people. We need to restore the Christianity values. We need to restore our cultural values. So I ask each and every opposition leader now to come back to Tonse because of unity of purpose. What is that purpose? It's to make sure that we can come back to the country, to a free country, a democratic country, which everyone used to come to seek refuge, which they used to come to for them to have peace, because it was one of the country in our continent which kept the South African when they go under apartheid. Even in Rwanda, we have got a lot of Rwandese, the people from Congo or from Angola, people from Congo. You remember, even in our district, we had a refugee camp called Ukwimi. We were keeping a lot of people from different countries. So I can assure to you to say, time is now to unite under the plan B, under the leadership of the new chairperson. I know you were doubting. That's why you can call it illegal, but it wasn't illegal because we have got the brains and the people like Chifumu Banda, Honorable Danpule, and Honorable Ruvinda. But now, Honorable Ruvinda, he'll come back now to the real agreement with his elder brother, and we are asking everyone to come together. Let's fight the justice, to restore the justice, second independence, together as a team. And today in Kasama, I wish all the best, and I ask the people of Kasama to give us, to deliver this celebration of coming with to start pushing the plan B.
Honorable, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming through. It's been a pleasure having you once again, Honorable.